Hey guys, Lord Naren White here, the Holy Ghost, the one true God. Back with you with the next video in my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough. Today, continuing Baldur's Gate 3. Starting out in today's video, we've completed all of Act 1 and all of Act 2, and now we are moving to Baldur's Gate 3, the actual to Baldur's Gate 3 as you see there, which I believe is the start of Act 3. And if I'm wrong about that, don't quote me. But we are actually now finally moving to the actual city of Baldur's Gate, which I'm very excited to head to. And so with that, let's go ahead and have some fun. You're about to progress your adventure. Once you move on, you may not be able to return. Make sure to tie up any loose ends before advancing. Here we go.
The curse has been lifted, the lands cleansed of the shadows. Kethric's reign of living death is over. Your courage has been tested, and in this at least, you have triumphed.
Sergeant, if you are here, I presume Wern's Rock is secure, and preparations for my inauguration are complete.
No, Lord Gortash. We were interrupted. Another quake in the lower city. More severe this time.
So you came cowering to my chambers? I'm flattered, Sergeant. But even I cannot command natural phenomena to cease.
Forgive me, my lord, but there is panic in the streets. The people are afraid.
Perhaps the people would be calm if you kept your nerve. I expect better from the Flaming Fist than to run scared from a slight tremor in the earth. Get back to your duties.
Duties, duties, duties. Patrolling and saluting and following and bowing and scraping. Yes, sir. No, sir. Rip and cut your throat, sir. Your plan is falling apart, lordling. Give me a reason not to cut you to ribbons.
Control yourself, Orin. We need to focus on reuniting the stones or the brain will break free. These quakes are just the start. Neither of us expected the Prism Bearers to kill Ketheric. They'll be traveling to the city. Let's make sure we give them a Baldurian welcome.
I itch to peel you, to split your skin, to see your skull shine in the light. Little tyrant. Lucky for you, I harvested a whole family of living flesh in Rivington at high sun. They will sate my blade thirst tonight. Oh, But tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow, my blades will thirst again.
Beyond the campsite, the city waits in uneasy silence, one sleep away.
Worms, look out. Wow. And there's the city over there. Amazing. So I can't fast travel for now. But, can go ahead and begin just by looting up some stuff, and then we'll walk down the stairs and talk with everybody. So let's go ahead and start with that. Let's talk with Jaheira.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Selûne cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step.
Now we're traveling together. I realize I don't know much about you.
That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
Is it true that you fought the Dead Three before?
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder?
Please, you're only one of those things. Or, you're not that old, are you? Or, you seem reluctant to discuss the past. No, what we'll say is, please, you're only one of those things.
Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best.
You could say, I wanted to ask you something.
Ask it.
You mentioned you know something of Illithid's.
More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. Then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I.
We could say, who are you speaking to? Maybe I'm the parasite puppeting this body. No. Or it's different this time. The elder brain is a slave itself. Or what we will say, which is, my mind is still my own. I plan to keep it that way.
I believe you. You remind me of another I knew. marked by forces beyond their control. The gods can grant power or strip it away, but so long as your will remains, you have the only weapon you need.
Leave. Thanks, Jaheira. It's good to talk with you. We'll loot up around Worm's Lookout. Enjoy the beautiful bird calls for some time. Let's talk with Lae'zel.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
Will.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or she can retreat back into dusk.
Thanks, Will. Shadowheart.
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
We can stop. We can say leave for now. I'm sure that cheered Brock showed up. Karlach?
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole, the absolute. How?
I don't know how this plot fits together, but we will stop him. Or, it seems he's a servant of Bane, as Ketheric served Merkel. Who knows what powers he's gained since you knew him? Or, we'll find out when we get to Baldur's Gate 3. Let's pick the second one.
I'd never have protected a Baneite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him.
We'll do it together, whatever it takes.
He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
I can feel it. The engine. It's getting hotter, louder. It's going to blow if we don't find another way to fix it. You know, Zariel may have put the fucking thing in, but Gortash gave her the go-ahead. You expect this shit from devils, but not from the people you care about. Let's get to the city. Got business there I'm highly fucking keen to attend to.
You got it, Carla. We'll get there one day at a time. Let's talk with Isabel and Dame Aelin.
Looking forward to a bit of rest, if I'm honest. It's been a long century.
Sounds reasonable.
Be gone, friend. I have a darling to adore.
We could say... So we will leave, of course. Just ask a few questions and then give her space. So we'll start with, how do you intend to spend your newfound freedom?
I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
You should join my camp permanently. We can fight the powers of evil together.
Our thoughts are as one, my friend. You must face the Chosen of Bane and Baal. I will do my part to see them laid low.
I have questions for you, Dame Aelin.
Pray, ask, and I will tell.
We've had these questions, okay. So I asked her those questions in a previous video. She is, in fact, Saloon's daughter, and she sure does radiate light, so... Beautiful artwork from Larian. Come to expect nothing less from this amazing studio. Wither, it's nice. Anyone in here? Let's talk with Astarion.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his rite of profane ascension. An imperial soiree, attended by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master. And elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem. The world will yearn to kneel and offer their necks.
We could say it sounds as if you envy him, or not a bad place to be. Or we need to stop him yesterday. Or, do you think we can defeat him? Are we strong enough? We'll say we need to stop him yesterday.
We will kill him, but there's more to it. Think about it. It sounds like Cazador, for all his evils, has gotten further than any of my kind ever have. He's on the verge of a miracle. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place. Before his blood can hit the floor.
So you'd kill to take that power for him? The others bound to the ritual? Or, we could say, if we can pull it off, we hardly know anything about the ritual. Or, what I will say, which is, I don't know. Raphael said the Black Mass was lethally diabolical.
Doesn't it sound delightful? For the lucky little vampire on the winning side. After 200 years of shit, pure shit! I think I deserve something better.
We could say, damn right, or don't get ahead of yourself. We won't say that. We don't even know if that's possible. Or freedom is not the same as power. Or all that matters to me is that you're safe. Or what we will say, which is, a killer isn't worthy of respect.
You're wrong. You've clearly never been in a place where you had nothing but shame and fear. All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finely positioned for yours truly to ascend.
We could say, I'm with you all the way, or don't get ahead of yourself. We don't even know if it's possible for you to usurp the ritual. Or I promise to help you stop Cazador. I won't promise anything else. Or we'll say for now, even though I'm probably not going to help Astarion with the ritual because it seems like really dark, so I don't think that that's what's best for Astarion. And, or at least we're not going to counsel Astarion in that direction. So for now I'll say, well, the information will be useful. We'll find the other spawn.
If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador has changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Thanks, Astarion. Let's talk with Gale.
At least Shadowheart is armed with the truth now. May its keen edge draw forth whatever vengeance she desires.
Thanks, Gale. Paulson?
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure. But her path will be easier with our support.
Okay, leave for now. Thanks, Halson. Alright, let's go ahead and go to bed now.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With her help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes?
We could say, all I want is to be free of this parasite. I will do what is necessary to make that happen. Or I will succeed where the chosen will fail. I will dominate the world. Or when the moment comes, I'll do what feels right. Or what we will say, which is, I will free everyone of this evil. I will be the hero that saves Baldur's Gate.
You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. but sleep is not for you.
The reckoning is upon us! The city thirsts for domination. March! Join power.
We're fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Escape to the portal before the Absolute takes control. So where is the portal? Over here. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and save the game. And that is where I'll go ahead, you guessed it, and end the video there for this week. I want to go ahead and say thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as it greatly helps the channel. Light to be with you all. Take care, and thanks again.